All right, let's talk about money. But today, we're going to skip all the usual stress and complexity. We're diving into one simple but seriously powerful rule that can bring a ton of clarity to your finances. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. So, does this feel familiar? You get to the end of the month, you peek at your bank account, and you just think, wait, where did it all go? It's that classic little mystery that I think pretty much all of us have tried to solve. And you know why that happens? Because, let's be real, most budgeting feels like a chore. You've got these crazy spreadsheets, a million different categories, and it's pressure to track every single coffee you buy. It's exhausting. It's enough to make you throw your hands up and say, forget it. But what if there was a simpler way?
Well, you're in luck because there is. And that's exactly what we're jumping into. We're going to go from that feeling of financial chaos to a plan that is so clear, so simple. So let's get right to it.
And here it is, in all its glory, the 50-30-20 rule. I mean, the beauty of it is right there. It takes your entire financial world and sorts it into just 3 easy-to-understand slices. 50% for your needs, 30% for your wants, and a solid 20% for your savings. That's it.
So what is it exactly? Well, at its core, it's a super simple guideline for splitting up your after-tax income. The actual money that hits your bank account. It was made really popular by U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren, and it's designed to help you find that perfect sweet spot between paying your bills, having some fun, and building a secure future.
Okay, but what do these categories really mean? What counts as a need versus a want? Let's break down exactly what goes into each slice of this pie.
So let's start with the biggest piece of the puzzle, 50%. This chunk of your income is meant for your needs. Think of this as the foundation of your entire financial house. So your needs are the absolute must-haves. These are the bills you have to pay to, live and work. We're talking about things like rent, your electricity bill, basic groceries, health insurance, and getting to your job. Oh, and this also includes the minimum payments on any loans you have. Quick tip, if this category is eating up way more than half your income, it might be a little warning sign that your essential living costs are a bit too high.
All right, next up we've got the 30% slice. This is where things get a little more fun. This category is all about your wants.
Wants are basically all the things that make life more enjoyable, but that you could technically live without. This is your lifestyle money. It covers eating out, your streaming subscriptions, that vacation you're planning, your hobbies, and any shopping that isn't for essentials. And this part is so important because it actually builds fun into your budget so you don't feel deprived. That's what makes it stick.
Now, this is where the line can get a little blurry, right? So let's clear it up. You absolutely need food. So buying groceries at the store is a need, but going out for a fancy dinner? That's a want. See the difference? Or you might need a reliable car to get to work, but you probably want that brand new top-of-the-line model with all the bells and whistles. It's all about separating what's necessary from what's a lifestyle upgrade. And that brings us to our final, and you could argue, most important slice, the 20%. This is the money that's all about taking care of your future self. This 20% is where the real magic happens. It's for building up your savings and getting aggressive with your debt. This is for your emergency fund, your retirement accounts, and, this is key, any extra payments you make on high-interest debt like credit cards. Every single dollar you put here is working hard for your future, either by saving you a ton on interest or by growing over time. This is how you build real wealth and create that financial safety net.
Okay, so the theory sounds great, doesn't it? But how do you actually start doing this? Let's get practical and walk through a really simple 5-step guide to get this going.
First things first, figure out your exact take-home pay. Second, you gotta know where your money is going now, so track your spending for about a month. Third, compare what you found to the 50-30-20 rule and see where you might need to make some tweaks. Fourth, and this is a total game changer, automate it. Set up automatic transfers to your savings. And finally, just check in every few months to make sure the plan still fits your life.
And look, here's what it looks like with some actual numbers. Let's say your take-home pay is $4,000 a month. Based on the rule, you'd aim for about $2,000 for your needs, $1,200 for your wants, and a really solid $800 would go straight to savings and debt. When you see it broken down like this, it suddenly feels a lot less intimidating, right?
So why has this rule gotten so popular? What's the secret sauce? Well, it really just comes down to 2 incredibly powerful things: its simplicity and the sense of balance it brings.
The biggest win here is how simple it is. You can remember it, you can explain it, no complicated software needed.
It also forces you to find that balance between being a responsible adult and actually enjoying the money you work so hard for. And because saving is one of only 3 categories, it makes it a priority. Plus, since it's all percentage-based, it works whether you're just starting out or making a 6-figure salary. It just makes you more aware of your financial habits.
Now, it's a fair question to ask. Is this a perfect, one-size-fits-all solution for absolutely everyone? And the honest answer is, not always. Life's a bit more complicated than that.
You absolutely might need to adjust these percentages. For instance, if you live in a really expensive city, your needs might realistically be closer to 60%. Or if you're trying to crush a mountain of credit card debt, maybe you want to flip your wants and savings and put 30% toward debt for a while. The point is to use this as a starting point, a guideline, not a strict, unbreakable law.
So as we wrap up, what's the big takeaway here? How does this simple rule really set you up for a better financial future?
At the end of the day, you should think of this as more than just a budget. It's a framework for making decisions. It's a tool that's designed to lower your stress, give you a feeling of control, and deliver something that I think we're all looking for: real financial peace of mind.
It all just comes down to this simple, powerful idea. Cover your needs, enjoy your wants, and secure your future. It's a straightforward plan for a more balanced, less stressful financial life.